Interesting night for the NBA that we just had, and I'm pretty shocked. What's going on, guys? MWT Wheel of Fortune. No, we got some NBA games to go over yesterday. We only had 3 games, which means we'll have a little quick video right here. But before we start, I need to make sure you guys go into this little section down here below, give the video a like, and make sure you subscribe to the channel before we go ahead. And you have to pause this video until you do it. Okay? Have you done it yet? Good. Alright. Let's get on with the video. The first video we have to talk about, not video, game, we have to talk about right now is the Miami Heat against the Atlanta Hawks. So the Miami Heat won 112-97 in Jimmy Butler's debut with the Miami Heat. The box score, let's take a look at this really quick. For Atlanta, their main scorer was not Trae Young anymore. It was instead John Collins, who had 30 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal and 1 block. For Miami, their top 3 scorers, actually, let's go by that. Atlanta's second scorer was Jabari Parker with 12 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. And then their third guy who put up most was DeAndre Bembry, 9 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists, and 1 steal. Miami's main scorer was off the bench, Tyler Hero, the rookie, 29 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. And the other 2 were Goran Dragic off the bench with 21 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. And, of course, Jimmy Butler with 21 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals. So a great game overall by both teams. Atlanta was up by 2 at the beginning of the game, and then Miami completely blew it all away. In the second half, they were up by 20 points before the fourth quarter started, and then they won the game by 15. So, great game. It was a pretty great game that happened. So, yeah, let's take a look at the. Tonight, Jaylen Brown is on and Cantor is out. Wow, okay. And Leonard is out tonight against the Jazz. Wow. So, okay, whatever. Next game we have to talk about Denver versus Dallas. The Dallas Mavericks won 109-106, the final score. And I believe I picked Denver for this game, so pretty much of a surprise to see Dallas win this game. Dallas, they had 9 players in double digits. So it's kind of hard to see which players. We're going to go, man, there's a lot of people that scored 12. So I'm going to do the top 2. Off the bench, actually, Tim Hardaway Jr. with 14 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Maxi Kleber, who had 14 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 3 blocks. DeLon Wright with 12. Luka Doncic had 12. Dorian Finney-Smith had 12. And Kristaps at 10. Pretty balanced game by the Dallas Mavericks. For Denver, however, their top 3 were Paul Millsap, who had a fantastic night with 23 points, 8 rebounds. And Will Barton had 19 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. Gary Harris and Jamal Murray both had 16 points. They each played 33 minutes. Gary Harris had 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal tacked onto it. And Jamal Murray had that 16 plus 6 rebounds, 1 assist. So I think the better game goes to Gary Harris for that. Let's take a look at this matchup really quick. This was a pretty okay game. You know, the Nuggets were up by 11 a couple times, including the first quarter, which they blew it. And then they got another 11-point lead at some time in the third quarter, and then they blew that, let the Mavericks go up by 9. Mavericks almost blew it, but then they won the game. So, okay game. But that was a pretty, like I said, okay game to watch. Last game we got to talk about the Lakers versus Grizzlies, and the Lakers won 120-91. Mainly in part to Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is the MVP of this game, in my opinion. Let's talk about it. Ja Morant, who had 16 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. He was the top scorer on his team. They were up by 14-2 3 minutes into the first quarter, and Anthony Davis only had 2 points. He was the only person to score, and it was an assist from LeBron James. I told you. It's like when I was at work and they were showing us like the Memphis Grizzlies are up 14-2, and and he was like, yeah, LeBron James has the only assist. And I'm like, let me guess. Anthony Davis scored those 2 points. It's probably a lob and a dunk or something. And wouldn't you know it, it was an assist to Anthony Davis. So that was funny. The next main scorer for them was Jonas Valanciunas, who had 14 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists. And then off the bench, Grayson Allen, who had 13 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals. Meanwhile, for the Lakers, obviously the cream of the crop, Mr. Anthony Davis had 40 points, 20 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 blocks. That's his team. I mean, you can't deny it. He played lights out. He played fantastic. This is the first Lakers since Shaquille O'Neal to have a 40-20 game. Yep, first since Shaquille O'Neal, and that's pretty impressive, to say the least. Second main scorer, of course, LeBron with 23, 2, 8, and 1. And then their next one was actually Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He had 13 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 block on 54.5% shooting, which is pretty incredible now as I see it. Oh, and Anthony Davis also had 26 free throws. So he's starting to get that James Harden treatment. Taking a look at this, the Memphis Grizzlies, again, were up by 13 during the first quarter. They blew that lead, and then the Lakers went up by 29 starting halfway through the third, and then they just blew it wide open at the end of the game. And they won by 29, so that's why that's their largest lead of the game. So, needless to say, those 3 games, pretty great games that happened. I'm going to give my predictions for tonight, mainly because I need to. Let's roll on with it. So, OKC versus Portland. It's in Oklahoma City, but I think Portland takes that game. Utah versus Clippers in Utah. Without Kawhi Leonard, I think the Clippers do have a shot at winning, but I'm going to give the Utah Jazz a win here. Golden State versus Phoenix. Now, this is a different Phoenix team. So I'm going to win an upset right here. I'm going to say Phoenix is going to win this game. I'm going with the upset. I'm going to take the upset. Looking over at the East, Toronto versus Detroit. No question, I'm taking Toronto. Boston versus Milwaukee. Now, you heard 2 players are out, Jaylen Brown and Enes Kanter. Hopefully that new contract Jaylen Brown signed can actually help him with his injury. I'm picking Milwaukee for this game. Now, let's take a look at Brooklyn versus Indiana. I'm actually going to go with Brooklyn on this game. Orlando versus New York, no question, Orlando. And Cleveland versus Chicago in Cleveland. I do want my Bulls to win. So I'm going to pick them. I'm going to pick my Bulls to win. But it might be the Cavaliers that win. I'm just going to say. Now, looking over at West versus East, Philly in Philadelphia, Philadelphia 76ers versus Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm picking Philadelphia. In Washington, D.C., Washington versus Houston. I'm going to go with Houston here. And then in Sacramento, you got Sacramento Kings versus Charlotte Hornets. I'm going to go with the Sacramento Kings. They're going to get their, I think, first win of the year. Hopefully. Yeah. Hopefully they get their first win of the year. We'll see what happens tonight. And tonight's going to be a pretty big night in the NBA with all these games. Tomorrow, I might be able to make a video, but the setting is going to be different. The setting is most likely going to be different on where this video will be made. There is a possibility that when I make tomorrow's video, I won't be able to make it in the house. I might be able to, depends. I can do it before, like after work tonight, but I really do need my sleep because I have a performance tomorrow. Or I can do it after I wake up and I'm like situated, but then again, I really do need my sleep. So the thing is, would I rather do it right after? Would I rather do it right after work or before I go to school? And so I'll get that question answered tomorrow. Basically, tomorrow morning at like around midnight or then. So we'll see what happens, but thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate you guys when you watch these videos. You guys know you guys are the MWT MVPs. So make sure you guys go and like this video down there, and make sure just subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate you guys. We are champions through and through. See you guys in tomorrow's video. Have a good day.